wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Meyer. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10, 49ers nothing.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Garoppolo on 1st down. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 10, 49ers nothing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in the big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns. That's
caught by Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Looking to throw. Meyer. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Nick Bosa on the stop. No gain on the play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Operating from the gun, Meyer. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Back to throw. Meyer. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
For Marquise Brown, incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
49ers 7.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Looking to throw on second down. Meyer buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, Meyer. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fournette on the counter. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Fournette, a first down carry. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Niners' 16-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass complete to tight end.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
And 3 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, Samuel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And a 49er first down.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And 10.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meyer. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just... Let's take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Garoppolo again. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Complete.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 2nd down. Meyer rolling to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 3rd down, Meyer going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
Pass complete to Brandon Ayuk. A gain of 11 on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 13 yards. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Meyer. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.